One of the things we talked about in class today was looking at something that we might have noticed about these first two equations, and the kid said that the original equations were written in slope-intercept form, so they were already in y equals mx plus b. And the other thing that they noticed is that the y-intercepts were already given. So really what we had to do is focus on finding the slope of the current line and then recreating it so it's parallel. If you remember that slopes of parallel lines are the same, so we had y equals, this is a 1/2 slope, so you're just going to write 1/2 x, and the y-intercept is -2, so you're just going to write 1/2 x minus 2. Second question also is about parallel, and so we know that we're going to have y equals, this slope here is -4, so the new equation will also have a -4 slope, but it goes through the y-intercept of 3. So we have y equals -4x plus 3. Now the next two questions down below, these are written in standard form. So because these are written in standard form, we have to put them in slope-intercept form. So we've got to take the 3x minus y, which I'm going to write up over here, and we need to make it a y equals. And because the y is negative, we added y to both sides, and then we had 3x equals y plus 5. And we subtracted 5 from both sides, and so we had y equals 3x minus 5. It also gives you the intercept here. We need the same slope, so we're going to have plus y equals 3x minus 7. Go ahead and turn this into a y equals. You can pause the video and then come back and see how you did. So now we are back. We have rewritten this by subtracting 2x from both sides. So we have y equals -2x plus 5. Oops, that just went away. Hold on a sec. There you go. Okay. And you have the slope is -2. So we have y equals -2x, and then the y-intercept, we'll just bring that as a plus 4. We're going to jump down and look at 9 and 10. 9 and 10 here, they are looking for perpendicular. We already have the slope-intercept, or the y-intercept, so we know we've got to have y equals something x minus 2. Well, if we identify the slope of this current line, it's 1/2. But the perpendicular has to be the opposite reciprocal. So we're looking for the opposite reciprocal for the new slope, which would give you -2 or -2/1, x minus 2. Go ahead and pause the video, take a look at number 10, see how you do, and then we'll come back. Okay, so hopefully you have identified that the new slope will be 1/4. Because this current slope is -4/1, the opposite would be a positive. Reciprocal is flipping that, so we have 1/4. So we have 1/4 x plus 3, because that's our new y-intercept. Number 11 is asking you to take that same equation as you did up at the top. So you look at number 3, same equation, and put it in y equals format. You can just peek up at number 3 It's y equals 3x minus 5. I'm going to put 3 over 1. We know that we have a y equals something x minus 7, because that's the y-intercept. Perpendicular slopes are the opposite. This is a positive. It's going to be the opposite reciprocal, which is 1/3. So negative 1/3 x minus 7. Page, we have another equation at the top. You can go ahead and pause, and I'll put the answer down for you. So we have 1/2 x plus 4. You can use the equation on the front. It's the same equation as number 4, and you can rewrite it. So we are going to look at some of the homework. I'm going to go back to that first page. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to go to look at number 5. So number 5 has a point that's 3, 2. The equation is y equals x plus 5. And we want the equation that is parallel to this, but goes through 3, 2. So we know we have a 1 in front of the x. Our new slope must be the same, so it's a 1. And we are going to use point slope formula and simplify it to get our new equation. So we have y minus 2 right here equals 1. That's your new slope. X minus 3, and that's where the 3 is coming from. Y minus 2, distribute, add 2 to both sides. Or you could just write it as x minus 1. That does say or. Okay. Both of these are correct. Let's take a look at, we'll take a look at number 6. Get a new page. Okay. So number 6 is negative 2, 5. Y equals negative 4x plus 2. We want the parallel slope. Slope is negative 4. Parallel must be the same slope. So now we're going to have y minus 5 right here equals negative 4 x. Now look, it's a minus 2, so it becomes a plus 2. So we have y minus 5 equals negative 4x minus 8. Add 5 to both sides. Y equals negative 4x minus 3. And take a look at number 13. Okay, so 13, oh, look at that. Same equation, however, we are finding the perpendicular line. So we need the perpendicular slope. Okay, so my slope is 1, which is 1 over 1. The perpendicular would be the opposite reciprocal, which is simply negative 1. All right, that's the bells. So, same formula, y minus 2 equals negative 1, x minus 3. Y minus 2, negative 1x plus 3. Negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. Let's add 2. Negative 1x plus 5, or negative x plus 5. Tell me what you notice. You've got a positive slope on the original and a negative slope on the other one. These both go through the same y-intercept, and that's normal. So you've got one of them that's going up like this, and the other one's going down like that, and it's crossing right over there. All right, so hopefully this will help. You can finish up with doing the last 3 problems that we didn't get to.